What's up YouTube? Leon here, and today I'm gonna be playing some Doki Doki Literature Club, a visual novel, free-to-play visual novel on Steam. And I don't know why I'm playing it or why I'm recording it, but I've been hearing weird things about this game. Like it's a really different visual novel. It's not really what you expect. And let's take a look at it. I'm not sure what to expect. And let's do a new game. Enter my name, sure. Let me go with my real name this time. Let's see. Hey? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. Sayori? My neighbor. And good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today? See yourself making today? But just the kind of works out. Man, I can't even read. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Really weird thing. Is this Japanese to English? Not too sure. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Is there no voices in this? I guess not. I gotta read all the thingies. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I'm not gonna do the weird Japanese girl stuff, so I'm gonna ignore that stuff. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Leon. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you don't want to. Whatever you say. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. You decided on a club to join? Not really interested in joining any clubs. Haven't been looking either. Told me you'd join a club this year? Did. The problem with VNs, it's all talking. So I think I should kind of skip a little bit. Skip around. But I guess the narration I'll just read. I'm sure it's possible that I did. One of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Just by getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Man, it sounds just like me. Spend all my free time on games and anime. Okay, she's worried about me learning how to socialize or have any skills before college. Happiness is really important to me, you know. Dianete fears because not used to the real world. I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day's as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Okay, she's inviting me to her club. But there's no way I'm going to your club, man. Vice President of the Literature Club. Alright. This is the Doki Doki Literature Club after all. And, well, same with me in real life. My interest in literature is not that great. So I'm gonna go over to the anime club. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Well, I don't get a choice in this? Like, real me? In a real VN, they would give me a choice. I mean, this is a VN visual novel, so. Marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Told you not to call me a new member. Oh, and then you have all the choices, right? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Wait, is this the same girl? Way to kill the atmosphere. Leon, what a surprise. Welcome to the Literature Club. Incredibly cute girls. They're alright, I guess, by VN standards. Art's pretty nice for like a free game, too. Didn't have to like pay anything for it. Girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Monika. That's Monika. She has to pose. We were in the same class last year, most popular girl in class. Completely out of my league. These two designs are pretty close. I think the color, if she had a different color, I think she would pop out more. But, you know, that aside, let me just keep going. I've actually, while I'm kind of, you know, skimming through this, you kind of assume what's going on. I'm eating cupcakes. They're eating cupcakes and stuff. I used to play VNs a lot. I used to play a lot of them. I played a lot from Overdrive, stuff like Deer Drops and stuff like that. What was that superhero one? The really cool one with the guy with the trench coat? Like Dengeki Striker, I think is what it was really called. That was a really good VN. I played some Nitro Plus VNs, Chaos Head, was Saya? Song of Saya one, Saya no Uta. That was my first VN, actually. I started with Saya no Uta. It was a really good VN, I enjoyed that one too. But I don't play them much anymore. I know there's a lot on Steam now, but I feel like a lot of them just kind of shitty. I don't know why I picked this one, just because one, it was free, I didn't have to pay anything. Very low. She's like the you know, tsundere. She's like, I didn't do it for you. Alright, yeah, I used to play a good amount of VNs. And they're all very time consuming. Don't play them that much. They're pretty expensive on Steam, but there's really good ones on Steam, like Move Love. I played Move Love a little bit. Played both Move Love and Move Love Alternative. I couldn't finish Alternative because it was way too long. But yeah, I hear there's like, this one's just different. Like it does something weird later on, and let me try to get to that part. I'll slow down when something weird starts happening. This is like the introduction, where they have to like, you know, show you all the characters and which one you like and whatnot, and then you choose whatever route. This is more of like your vanilla, very vanilla visual novel with like dating aspects, I guess. It's not really dating, it's just choosing the route that will get you the girl that you want. It's pretty much that's it. And with a lot of VNs, it's like you have to do every path before you get like a true ending or something. Okay, and then I guess I'm forced to join the club. I'm already in it because they're like, oh, you're in it already. What do I like to read? I've read very little. Manga. I actually don't read manga that much. I get interested in certain ones, but I get tired of reading, kind of thing. The main one that I keep up with is like Yotsubato. That's about it. I always tell myself that I should read a manga, and I always have like this list that I have somewhere, and I never go back to it. Besides Yotsuba. Okay, she's been reading a lot of horror lately. That might be, a thing, right? I read a horror book once. If a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Dart over to me for a split second. Usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Yeah, she's like the the cookie cutter. What is it? What is it in English? I just know the Japanese term for it. She's a cookie cutter tsundere, I think for a lot of people, like this cutesy stuff is really like cringy for a lot of people. Maybe because I'm used to it. But I think when you do it correctly, it's fine. This one's like on borderline just because I think it's trying to do something different, but they're trying to, kind of set your expectation, right? Like I'm used to this. I know a lot of people aren't. They're like, what the hell? No, girls don't act like that. I know they don't. But in a VN, you gotta have that stereotype. You have the, tsundere, you got the quiet, timid girl who reads, kind of geeky, I guess. You have the outgoing kind of idol character, right? And then you have the kind of airhead and also childhood friend. Okay, she has an idea. Let's all write a poem. Next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. All right. It's weird seeing my name. I don't know, just weird. In a lot of the visual novels I read, you already set a set character. You're not like your character. Never said I would join this club. Siren may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Oh, they're all sad. I mean, if I was in this situation, I'd probably join it just because they're like, oh, that's shitty, But, considering this is a VN, it's never gonna happen. And I'm okay with that. Alright, walk home with my childhood friend. Pretty normal, right? They're all walking with us? Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, this is different already. Can I save here? Let's see. I could write like an emo poem. I don't know. What would I write? I would write something that would try to make you think a little, right? Melody. Ambient. Imagination. What is effulgent? 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 I didn't even know that word. I'm gonna do vibrant. Anime. I'm gonna click it just because it's anime. Massacre. Massacre. Heaven sent. Heaven sent. I don't know. That sounds. Massacre. Entropy? What does entropy mean again? I'm gonna click it because it sounds nice. I like the sound of that word. Vibrance, vitality, uncontrollable, lust. Yeah, Doki Doki. Does this even matter? There's probably like a thing where you have like different categories, right? And whatever word fits in that category, you go for that character. Or melancholy. I like melancholy. I like the sound of the word melancholy, even though melancholy is not a very good word sometimes. Graveyard. I don't know. Alright, back in club. I guess straight back in club. I don't know, clubs in the US aren't... They're not like things you have to do. You're just kind of like there. But in like Asia, clubs are very important, I believe. I think it's sometimes mandatory in certain schools, right? Picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. You know, could discuss it if you wanted. Wait, did we even do the poem yet? Is this, I guess, the way it goes? Portrait of Markov is the book. It's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with a long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's a kind of dark story. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Okay, I'm done with your arc, lady. Reading in company with someone. Soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It can be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Comforting. I don't read a lot, okay? Oh, we're reading together? So the main character of the book kind of is like reminiscent of her a little bit. I think it's about time we shared today's poems. Okay, so we haven't done the poem yet. It's just like an arc thing. So a lot of VNs do this. VNs are long for that reason. They're novels. So, you know, it's just novels with pictures. That's it. I mean, they're good stories. There's a lot with really good stories. Like, any of the ones I mentioned are really good, in my opinion. Some people might not have the same opinion, but I liked all the VNs I read. There wasn't a VN where I was like, I don't like this. I think the ones on Steam that I'm really happy are on it, and they're official. It's like Clanad and Move Love. What's the other one? I think Chaos Head is on there, maybe. Psychopath looks cool. I never read him. I never read Clanad or anything like that. Well, I have to pick? I don't even know. Usually when you get to a choice, you want to save. That's how it is in VNs. It just helps. I don't even know. I forget who are the characters already. Okay, this is your childhood friend. Tsundere girl, pink-haired girl, quiet girl, and then that idol character. I don't know. Does it matter? We haven't done pink-haired girl's arc yet. But for me, I usually just go in order. whenever I do VNs. I just kind of like go in order. But because I don't think I'm gonna play this again. Let's pick like, I don't know. Let's pick the pink-haired girl. We don't know much about her, or even our childhood friend. We just know that she's like an airhead. Just pick her. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Harsh. Do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. It's okay. I mean, it's simple, right? Writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. No? I don't think so. I think simple is better with like majority of things in life. But that's just me. I decided to humor her with the last comment. What did I say? Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh, I guess I get to go down the line. Yeah, I guess I'll just do childhood friend. Sayuri. When your character talks, in VNs, your character is gonna talk. It's like that character. It's not me. It just has, this character has my name. Is a weird thing. Okay, let's see your poem. Alright, dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me not to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I like this poem. Sounds just like you. Yeah, with a lot of VNs, it's not you. You know, you're not the protagonist. You're just, you know, kind of leading the protagonist in a direction, but you know, the main character just does what he wants because it follows the story. It's not like Fallout or Elder Scroll. She just really likes it, I guess. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I don't know if this is like because of what I chose. I mean, it'd be really cool, but that's really complicated for VN. I really don't think there's any choice in the matter. You just pick in words. I'll at least read the poems. Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the purest, of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. It's pretty cool, I guess. I'm not someone who like really digests and thinks of poems a lot. Not really into literature, you know. Just like this character. It's really metaphorical. I'm actually curious. Like, I'm not gonna do it again. I'll probably like look at someone else's playthrough if I'm interested enough to see if they say something else if you pick different words. Okay, let's read hers. Well, hers is long. Hole in the wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue? No, I can't see. I feel blind. like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. It's like with everything. That's a good one. Hey, did I mention there was like, on the store page, and even at the start of this game when you turn it on, it's like, not suitable for people who get offended. I don't know if it was offended. I forgot what it said. But it's like, you shouldn't play this if you're easily depressed or something. Oh, I guess I picked enough words to make her like it. Whoever I agree with, huh? I'm a person who likes simplicity. I mean, I guess I'll go with my first choice, but I'll save again. Usually with VNs, you want to go straight for the character you pick first, I guess. And I picked pink-haired girl first. The character's enjoying the literature club, even though he's not really big into it. Did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Not to myself with newfound determination. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the words do kind of categorize in certain ways. And that's why you get a second choice, like between those three characters, right? So far, it's very pretty normal, almost. But of course, I think it's again to put you in a false sense of security. Is it the same words? I can't tell. Fireworks, unrestrained, lust again, extraordinary. What if I just pick random ones, like I don't care? I imagine the universe is unrequited electricity and the pain of the vanilla scars are precious and anime vivacious, bouncy anxiety in the heartbeat of anger that I'm disoriented. That's my poem. That's my poem. Wow, this is very textbook VN stereotypes. Not even just VN, just typical like anime stereotypes. We already know each of the characters at this point, so I'm going to just skim a lot here. Usually, a lot of times, the first choices in a VN don't really matter too much for the actual route you take. A lot of times you get locked into a route, and then that's like the part of the story you go to. I like being friends with you too. Kinda awkward. I feel like the characters... Wow, they're drinking oolong tea. I'm actually drinking oolong tea right now. The two characters they want to like lead you towards is this one, and I would assume your childhood friend a little bit more, but they're really pushing this character. I'm assuming this is the first the character that everyone's gonna choose first. Well, look at these effects. They're really pushing this character again. She stopped us. She stopped us from very intimate me feeding her chocolate. So what happened was I was feeding her chocolate while she was reading the book for some reason. If I read the whole thing, it probably won't be very entertaining. So it's just gonna be really caught up until I get to the weird stuff. Again, I'm assuming there's gonna be weird stuff. Depends on how long it takes to get to the weird stuff. Okay, let's see our poem. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Well, that's weird. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might have to change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? So there you go. There's like a little bit of fourth wall breaking there. So yeah, that's why like in any VN, you should be saving at choices, because that's the only gameplay you get, and you don't want to do the whole story just to get to that point again. You know, I just pick words very fast, and people like the poems. It's either that the words you choose matter, or if the selection of characters you pick, like the order you pick them in, matters. It's either one. Alright, let's hear hers. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies and what does that say? An ordinary human. Is that, I don't know, is that unordinary? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian condition. Pavlovian? I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I like reading the poems. I think poems are really cool thingies. They're really cool pieces of art, and I like reading them. I just don't like doing the other stuff, like not reading, like trying to pick at it and kind of get your own interpretation or what the author's interpretation of the poem was. That stuff is really kind of boring. I think doing it on your own time and just kind of like getting what you get from the poem, not just all this other BS that you do in schools. Right. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. I don't know why I'm reading like that. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Freaking spider lovers. At the very least, in this visual novel, there's a lot of messages from the poems and the characters, and they're telling you their ideas and all these weird tips, not just for poems but for life kind of thing. And I really like the messages so far. Like each poem so far had like some sort of message, be it simple or not. Poems don't have to be groundbreaking like the ones you'd read in school. It can be just super simple ones. I'm just glad I don't have to write my own poem. I just have to pick words. Alright, this is Sairi's poem. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. It's a little bit more abstract than the other ones. I'm actually trying to get this down kind of fast just because there's other games to play in October. I'm pretty sure this is going to be towards the end of October when this is uploaded. The secret to pre-playing and doing videos. But yeah, I'm trying to skim through it as much as possible because I have games I'm excited for and it's coming out very soon. So I can't choose anything else. They're both the same thing. Let's save. Let's see what happens. I feel like something bad's gonna happen once I click one of them. I would walk home with it. I think she might be getting jealous a little bit. Yeah, she's getting like a little jealous kind of thing. Happens.